Ready or not, come November, the Big Apple will be filled with a lot more laughter than usual. And that's because the New York Comedy Festival is back for its 18th year. And the lineup is bigger than ever. Conan O'Brien, Joe Coy, Wanda Sykes, Tracy Morgan, J.B. Smoove, and many, many more. And that list is no joke. And joining us this morning is the superwoman who makes it all happen. And don't let her Benjamin Button ways fool you. Ms. Hirsch is a veteran in the comedy world. Her club, Caroline's on Broadway, is a mecca for stand-up. So put your hands, your feet, and even your fingers together for New York's Queen of Comedy, Ms. Caroline Hirsch! I'm auditioning for an announcer job, whether it's to the WWE or for Caroline's on Broadway. Whoever will take me, I will go. So it's pretty much a mini audition here.
You're welcome any night at the club. Any
Really?
night. Come introduce, get on stage, try your best 6 minutes.
No, I won't do that. It's for the best of everyone and for the best of your club. You just want me in the audience like being loud and laughing out loud. That's all. But before we even get to this year's event, I want to congratulate you because August 16th is now, it has an even bigger, more special meaning to it, thanks to Mayor Adams. So talk to us about what August 16th means.
Well, we had a press conference on Tuesday with the mayor, and all of a sudden when we finished with the conference, he takes out a proclamation and claims it's Caroline Hirsch Day in New York City, which was shocking to me. I had no idea he was doing this, but I appreciate, what he's done, and I appreciate how he's gotten behind nightlife in the city. He goes out, he supports the performing arts. So my kudos to the mayor on everything that he's doing.
Well, we appreciate you for everything you've been doing. And by the way, I'm starting a petition. This is not even my script in my hand right now, Ms. Hirsch. It's a petition to make August 16th a public holiday, so we don't have to go to work. We just come to your comedy club. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna try my best. Because you're saying you appreciate what the mayor is doing, but we appreciate what you've done. You're celebrating 40 years in the business of comedy. And the New York Comedy Festival is now in its 18th year. So what would your 18-year-old self think about how far you've come as a trailblazer in an industry that's pretty tough and even tougher for a woman?
Well, you know what? I kind of did it by the seat of my pants. I had this inkling that, comedy was going to take off, with the first people that I was hiring, like Jay Leno and Jerry Seinfeld and Gary Shandling and Billy Crystal. And it just went on from there. And, there's generations of comedians that came to the club. The next generation was kind of like the Jon Stewarts, and the generation after that are the Michael Che's. So, we just keep it up and up and up, and we just keep going. So it's been good. It's been good. New York City's been good. I enjoy what I do. I opened in Times Square about 30 years ago, before even Mickey Mouse was there. So, we've tried to bring great nightlife to New York City, and we've really tried to promote the art of comedy, and I think we succeeded there.
Oh yeah, you definitely have. And I'm saying that I think I started filling out an application to change my last name to Hirsch, because this is a great week to be you. Because in addition to August 16 being Caroline Hirsch Day, today is a special day as well, because tickets for the New York Comedy Festival go on sale today. And as always, you always have amazing lineup, amazing stuff planned for us. So what's on tap this year? Because it continues to evolve.
So, we have J.B. Smoove and Tracy Morgan at Town Hall. Yeah. We have Miss Pat at Caroline's. We have Joe Coy at Madison Square Garden. John Mulaney is the UBS Theater out on the border of Nassau and Queens. We look forward to, Bill Maher again. We have him at the Hulu Theater. Bassem Youssef is at the Tribeca Performing Arts Center. So is Mo Amir. I mean, we have a lineup for everybody. Jenny Slate's at Town Hall. So we're confident. 2 shows with Conan O'Brien at the Beacon, and we're happy to have him back in New York for a bit.
Aren't we all? So the festival is citywide, venues in every borough like you mentioned, but there's usually a charity component. So will there be any fundraising situations going on with this year's event?
Well, every year we open up the festival with Stand Up for Heroes. Mm-hmm. That's an event myself and Andrew Fox created for the Bob Woodruff Foundation, and we've raised over close to $65 million since we started that charity. So that will kick off on November 7th. But we have over 200 comedians, over 100 shows, and some of the littler shows will be announced next month. So go to NewYorkComedyFestival.com and you can buy tickets today. They go on sale.
Listen, only you can pull it off, Miss Hirsch. And I feel like I told you earlier that I feel like I say your name way more than I say mine. You know what I mean? And because we have a lot of comedians stop by Pix 11 when they're performing at your club. Gary Owen was on earlier this week. He's performing there tonight and tomorrow. And we already know that you have an eye for comedy, for comedic talent especially. And you also know when a person isn't funny, right? So, and I know a handful of people here who think they're funny. And they're not. And I keep telling them, you're not funny, you're not funny. So and I'm not going to mention names, Mike, Jeremy Dose, Rob Not Reiner. I'm calling you guys out. Jimmy, the coffee guy behind the building. Jojo, the fruit guy up the street. Not funny. So how do I drive home the message? Because I feel like me telling them they're not funny isn't working. How do you tell someone who's not funny, who comes to you for advice, that they're not funny?
Well, we never tell anybody they're not funny because people grow. You know, you give them pointers on how to be funny. Work on your act, work on your material, work on your delivery. But we never tell people that they aren't funny. We just say you need a little more work on it.
It's because you haven't met Mike, Caroline. You haven't met Mike. When you meet Mike, he doesn't have an act. There's no delivery. He's just a troublemaker, and they think they're funny. Wait till you meet them. I'll bring them over to the club, and then you probably ban them.
Maybe we can have a night there. We can, you know, we can try everybody on stage.
Maybe we will. I'll bring them all over. It's going to be a disaster, but you asked for it. You're the boss lady, and I listen when you speak. And it's always great to see you, as you know. Keep making things happen. Keep trailblazing. We're going to be here cheering you on, watching, enjoying the laughs. And everyone at home, the New York Comedy Festival takes a bite out of the Big Apple November 7th through the 13th. Tickets go on sale today at noon. As you heard Ms. Hirsch say, head on over to NewYorkComedyFestival.com for everything you need to know and have lots of fun. We need all the laughter we can. Thank you. Good to see you as always. I'm coming down the club. I'm going to say you told me to come by.
Absolutely. I'm there.
All right.